Yo, what's up, guys? Uh, Sorry about all the issues. I don't know how many people are in here right now. What's up, Shinobi? What's up, Mitch? Nice. Got 12 people already. Sorry about all the issues. We're just Matt's somewhere where he doesn't have very good service right now, so it's like hard for him to have a good connection right now. So we just decided we are going to just do this off my computer. Oh God, the Ableton skin. Well, you know what? I like it. But yeah, I think this is gonna be better anyways because now we're gonna have like direct audio, and then we're gonna be able to go a little more in depth on everything. If you guys have any groups you can like share this stream in, that would be dope. It'd be sick if we could like maybe get like 40 viewers this time. That'd be dope. But what's up, Evil Noise? If you guys don't know Evil Noise, get familiar because their tunes are fucking unreal. We actually have a track together and it's pretty huge. Hopefully it will bless your ears soon. I'm just going to wait like a couple more minutes before we get going. Just going to make a story here. What's up, Prime? I'm just gonna wait for Matt to get in the chat here, and then we'll start. Like I said, if you guys have any groups you want to share this in or share it for us, that would be awesome. Because I know a lot of people were expecting the IG, but that obviously didn't work out. Thank you for the follow, Sharks. Your remix, if that's the same Sharks like that did the Disciple contest, that was an amazing remix. Yeah, that remix was like incredible. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's up, Tyro? How's it going, dude? I'm just waiting to see Matt's name in the chat here, and then I'll get started. After I told you about the 60B ceiling thing, dude, I know it's the best. It's the best thing. And And Free Name, what's up, man? We are doing a breakdown of me and Matt Doe's new track, Jiqui, and maybe just, I don't know, whatever we feel like. Also, has anyone played Fall Guys that's in the chat right now? Because I have been binging that game and it's fun. Let's play later. Yeah, dope. It'd be dope to like get. Yeah, let's play later. Yeah, dope. Everyone who has it, let's play. Anyone playing Among Us? I haven't heard of Among Us. Love the new haircut. I think it is a new haircut, so thank you for that. One of my homies told me to get Risk of Rain too. I haven't played it, but I heard that's pretty good too. Still just waiting for Matt here. Okay, well, I think Matt's internet is shit. So I think I'm just going to go solo on this one. But hopefully Matt will be in the chat soon. How many years have I made music? I started when I was like 16. I'm 22 now. And I used to like produce a lot. And then I kind of stopped for a couple years. And because I was doing it off my mom's laptop. And then basically like I stopped for like 2-ish years. And then I picked it back up in 2017 or 2018. And then I basically started taking it seriously since then. Is that a fresh fade I see? Yes, it is. Yeah, Tyro's actually like one of like the OGs that I knew when I was like producing music when I was still like a teenager and shit. Like a long ass time ago. Okay. So fuck it, we're going to get into this. So basically how this track started was me and Matt started like a couple other tracks together, and we didn't really get anything out that we were happy with, and we still have one whip that's pretty good, but I don't know when it's gonna when it's gonna get done. Oh, there he is. Just as I was about to start, he's in the chat. Show the whip. All right. Actually, no, because I don't have another monitor. And then I'm going to have to go on my SoundCloud. And then I'm going to show a bunch of track names that I'm not allowed to show. And then it's just going to be a disaster. And I'm scared. Once I get another monitor next time. But holy shit, that was the hardest thing. I couldn't connect. No, don't worry. We're well aware after watching that IG live of how bad your connection is. But yeah, so basically he sent me like this idea, which was like kind of like an intro and a first drop. And then we had always kind of like joked around about like calling a track like Jiqui for like Jiqui. And then we actually like just went with the name and switch scenes so we don't see. Okay. Good call. Let's do that. Switch scenes. I don't have any other scenes, but we're just going to go onto this so you guys can see my face. This is my streaming setup that I do when I do feedback streams. So now you guys get to look at my face. How often do I stream, bro? I stream like, I don't know. I don't really have a set schedule. I just kind of stream when I feel like it. But I actually really like streaming. Like I like showing stuff and talking. Okay, here we go. I got it. Can you guys let me know if you can hear that? Yeah, so this is an old one. Yeah, this drop is my favorite. Yeah, that's all you guys get for now. But let's go back to normal Ableton. Okay, so we're getting into this track now. So we're gonna kind of do this like the same thing that we did for the Bloodthirsty breakdown. Like gonna go kind of from start to finish, and yeah, and then Matt's gonna be in the chat asking or answering questions, maybe asking some questions too. Thank you for the follow, Wasabi. But yeah, let's go into it. So the drums here, a lot of this is like been multiple renders of stems, so I don't have like original patches for a lot of this stuff, and like it's all like, this is like a really kind of messy and big project, so I'll try my best here. So we'll start with the intro atmosphere. So I'll solo it and kind of skim through it a little bit. So this is like the main intro stuff. So basically, we've got this one lead here. I don't know what these two EQs are doing on here. They're just sitting here doing nothing. Got this intro here, which is just like a kind of pad with an EQ. Just like some atmosphere, some animal noises. And then we got this ARP right here. So basically, it's got like a washout coming through like this bandpass rack. So basically, it's like a bandpass. I think I've talked about, I don't know if I had this in the Bloodthirsty one. Basically, it's like a bandpass filter that instead of the filter actually just moving the it like filters itself out. You'll see what I mean. Just like this. This is just EQing out some noise, and then it's basically being washed out. Then I also have it coming through a low pass filter, and then this EQ is just on for this part because the highs were getting a little harsh again. Here, there's like a lot of really weird EQing in this project. But yeah. So without that EQ, it's just kind of like taming things a little bit to fit with the rest of the intro. Then we got this pad right here, which is kind of like the main pad of the intro. And then we got this plucker thing right here. The good old Cashmere pack. You can never go wrong. But yeah, so basically this is just like a sitar with like some reverb and an EQ on it. And then we have the chords here. So basically we have this layer. Basically just this EQ's coming on right here because there was a lot of build up. Like this track was actually like one of the hardest mix downs like I think either of us have ever done. Like originally, like I had one version that was like almost a final mix down, and then we were like happy with it, and then we like started like picking it apart again. So then I sent stems back to Matt, and this is actually not like the project with the final mix down, because he has the final project, but I think we know what would happen if he tried to stream that project on his connection. We would have IG Live 2.0. But yeah, so we got the brass here. And then the art, which just has some EQing. And then no white noise. I don't think we have any mids really. Yeah, once we get into this, it's going to get a little hectic. So then we have the vocals here. So basically what I used for this is this website from text to speech. So basically you can go like into this website. We'll see if it works. Sometimes it doesn't work very well. Basically you type what you want in there, and then it like converts it to audio. Then you can download the audio file, and it's like that classic like text to speech voice thing. But anyways, so what I have here, I'm gonna turn all this processing off on the vocals. Holy shit, there's a lot going on here. Gonna move these into here. And then, so without any of this, we have this little... Oh, here. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So basically, I have this. So...
There was once a monster that roamed around in ancient times, and its name is... the Jiqui.
So basically, I just like typed that in. Sometimes you have to type like the words like phonetically, if that's the word I'm looking for. But so it takes a little bit of fucking around with, and then basically I pitched it down, like warped it a little bit on Complex Pro, and then basically added this vocal chain on it. It's like actually like 2 different vocal chains. So I have this one, which I talked about in the Bloodthirsty breakdowns, like this awake vocal chain. So without that...
There was once a monster that roamed around it. There was once a...
So basically what this chain is doing is it's basically like beefing the vocal up, giving it more width, and just giving the vocal itself more depth. So it's basically just like some compression, delay, reverb, like all that good stuff. And then I have this rack, which is actually like... I'll show you the original rack, how it sounds. We'll put this right here. Vocal text. And then, so how this rack normally sounds, because it has a lot of redux.
There was once a monster that roamed around in ancient times.
So basically we got the redux, vocoder, OTT, frequency shifter, EQ, and then a saturator. But the bit crusher sometimes is like a little much, so I turned it off in this one, and basically it's just being run through the vocoder, the OTT, the frequency shifter, and the EQ. And then this delay, let's see. Oh, I'll show you that over there. Then we have a utility here, just doing some gain staging, because with these vocals, like the vocal like text to speech, it kind of like the samples are sometimes like super shit quality, so you have to like do a lot of doctoring on them. So I'm basically just using a gain stage, a de-esser, and a compressor on here to like kind of level things out. The de-esser without the de-esser.
There was once a monster that roamed around in ancient time. There was once a monster that roamed around in ancient.
The de-esser is like really controlling the vocal, so like, cause like obviously the S's are kind of piercing. It also has to do with the fact that I'm like running it through a lot of shit beforehand. But basically the de-esser like is just really taming things. Then I have a compressor here, and then an EQ which is taking out some more kind of high end. I spent like way too long on these vocals, but I'm happy with how they came out. And then same here, I have some more cuts from the vocals, and then we have like a delay throw.
Are you ready to face the Doqueef?
Yeah, so the song actually says Do Queef, but for obvious reasons, we didn't call it that. But that's what I wanted the name to be. But you can't always get what you ask for, so I had to suck it up. So then going down here, actually our group chat on Facebook is called Do Queef. So you know what? You guys heard it here. The real name of this track is Do Queef. But yeah, so we just have like some effects here, like some impacts and shit. Just some random shit. Then we got this guy here. Thanks for the follow, Nexters. Also, congrats on the Disciple wins. The tunes are dope as fuck. And then, oh god, there's so much going on in this project. Then we have this thing right here. Basically, I'm not going to go through all this shit. I'm just going to show you what it all sounds like at once. So basically, we're just layering a shit ton of effects here, sweeps, all that fun stuff. Then once we get to the build up, not much is really changing. Basically, we have like our drums. On this channel, I have some EQs that are basically, because like all of this is kind of like stuff that's like in different channels but in the same stem. So that's why all these EQs are like automated on and off. So basically this one's just being automated like for right here. And then this one's for right here. Then we got these guys. So then right here, I just got a kick and a snare. Then we got some percussion. And then I think I have a tape stop on the master here. Yeah, so the tape stop is just like doing that. Like, I always love throwing those little pauses in the build-ups. Like, it's just like, just to create more tension and just to like make it sick. Will this stream be saved? Yeah, it should be saved for like 2 weeks. Then we got the ARP here for the build-up. Going up in pitch. Then we got the pad. Then more brass. And then we have, like, obviously everything's being run through my sidechain up here. And then we also, yeah, I did a new sidechain, but basically I'm just like the sidechain is getting a little lower as the kicks and shit get faster. Thank you for the follow, ET Grin. And then I just have some gain staging on the build up drums here because they just get a little loud. So I'm just using the utility to like bring it down like around 3 dB and then just bringing it back during the pre-drop. Dangly doodles in the chat. What's this right here? Yeah, so just like we got a little glitch here during the middle of the build-up. Then we got the tape stop, and then also we got these guys here. Yeah, so basically like what's going on is like there's just like a shit ton of layering in this project, like just like so many layers on top of each other. Will this stream be saved? Yeah, it's gonna be saved, or like I hope so. I've set it so that the stream should be saved for 2 weeks. Then we got the vocal, which is actually an original pre-drop vocal that's never been used in a track before. So that's like what's super cool about this pre-drop vocal. Never heard it before. I think we might be the first people to use it. I could be wrong though. But basically, it just has like some OTT chorus. So basically, like without any of this, it's like just putting some OTT, some chorus, and then this is just an imager. No, the stream's not going to be saved anymore because you just asked, Marco. Basically what I'm doing here is making like everything from 140 hertz below mono because like there's some stereo low end on the vocal, and then this EQ, just EQing out some garbage, and then stereo width. I just like some weird shit utility, and then it's pitched down 7 semitones. Okay, so one more time. Okay, so loop, go for the dough music, and his video connection is working. Okay, I will, but like I don't want there to be any connection issues because like everything is going smooth right now. So I just like don't want to like mess this up. We'll try, but I'm not gonna try for very long if it doesn't work. Don't loot Madden, he's cursed. That's what I'm saying. I feel like right now things are going good. I'm like, I think we should just keep going how we're going right now. What do you guys think? Should we try to loot Madden or should I keep going? I'm just trying to read the chat here. Okay. We'll try. Just a sec here, guys. I'm going to try, and I'm not going to try for very long. Just waiting for Matt to join this Zoom call here. Okay, I'm officially in the Zoom call with him. I just can't hear him yet. It says he's connected. Okay, I can hear you. Can you guys hear Matt? Should be coming through here.
What up? Is it better? Is the connection better right now?
Yeah, it's not saying you have any bandwidth issues. Can everyone hear Matt?
Hello.
Okay.
Can't see shit though. I can't
Can
like
you see?
watch the comments.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, cool. You can
Okay,
see
so
Ableton?
Yeah, I can see Ableton. I just can't see the chat.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep the chat open on my laptop and I'll just read the questions out.
All
All
right.
right. Everyone say hello to Matt.
Hey guys, what's
He's
up?
in the corner. We're going to keep him up here for now. Oh my god. Hi, I'm Ghost is in the chat. Everyone leave before they rip your music.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, so basically we were just getting to the drop now.
You know
So
what? I'm gonna load the project on my laptop.
yeah.
Too.
Everyone hide your dub plates. Hide your dub plates. Okay, so we're going back. Can you let me know if you can hear this, Matt?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All good.
Maximum of 2 minutes before Matt disconnects. Calling it now. That's what Harry just said. Well, if we beat 2 minutes, then at least it's a win.
Bro, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so basically for the drop, obviously the main thing we got is the horns. So we have one layer here which is the brass. And then also this is just some white noise that's playing throughout the drop. Kind of like doing some weird panning. And then so we got these two guys right here. There's not really any, like, there's some EQing on these. And then we got these guys here, which... What the hell is going on here? Oh, there we go. And then for the sub, we just have the sub following the bass notes. Do I process brass heavily? I think Matt did most of the brass. Matt, do you want to... Oh, he's gone. Oh. All right. So Matt is gone. Rip. Called it, Harry. God damn it. All right, we're not gonna keep fucking around with that. Oh, go for the dough. Follow me. Thanks, bro. Yeah. Okay. So we're not gonna fuck around with this anymore. Sorry, Matt. But anyways, so I'm gonna go back to the questions here. And what's my favorite brass? There's this pack called Nemesis War of the Gods. That has some super dope horns. It's on Splice. I tend to use these a lot. Other than that, like Cashmere horns are really good, but usually I'll like throw some OTT distortion, bit of saturation on them to like make them like pop through a little more crisp. Evoid, thanks for the follow, dude. But yeah, so back to the actual horns all at once. So now kind of moving along here, we have this guy right here. So this is kind of just like that main wobble that's with the triplet feel, just with an EQ, like kind of rolling off some of the high end. And then we got this, which is just like a little kind of like texture-y hit to fill the space out. And then we got these guys. Oh, actually. Yeah. This layer's not supposed to be here. This is the only one. And then we got these guys, which is just more side. Just like basically like a stereo layer, like filling out that space. And we got like a little Foley hit here. And then we got these bass shots here. Oh, we can make some psytrance with that. Yeah, that's how to make psytrance. And then the sub is just following the main triplet notes. And then we got some vocals here too. Okay. And then the atmosphere for the drop vocals. Everything's like kind of like following the same pattern, just like filling out that space. And then we got... So yeah, like I said, there's like a shit ton of layering going on here. And then for the actual drums, we have like some hi-hats here. And then the claps that are kind of doing like almost like a double build-up. And then all together at once. It's like kind of like really similar shit for like the second half. It's just like the horns are playing a different pattern. And then I think the only real difference here is like we added this little thing right here, which it's actually pretty crazy because a lot of people have never used this sample in a song before, this Sultan percussion thing. Just something I found the other day and decided to throw it in. But no, for real, like this sound just like it works like in every track. Even though it's overused, it doesn't matter. It slaps. And this is actually supposed to have a Haas effect on it, but because this was on my Mac before. Yeah, innovation. You guys just saw true innovation on stream. But yeah, the Haas is like literally just like kind of like widening this a bit. And then I'm also putting an echo on this. Like I've talked about this on a lot of streams before, but I use echo to fill out a lot of space. So basically the thing about echo that's super dope for anybody who hasn't watched one of my streams before, I like echo because it's like a super customizable delay. So you can sync it or you can set it to time. So what I do is I set the time really short. Oh, also another cool thing is like the feedback goes up to 150%, so you can get some really sick like tonal delay, like timbres. But basically what I'm doing is I'm making the time really short and then using like almost like a reverb throw. So without this, it sounds like this. And then with the echo, you can hear it's like that ringing, that delay. So it just kind of helps like fill out a little bit of space. But yeah. Okay, so the difference here where we're switching things, we're adding a couple new layers here. So we got this layer. And then we're adding this on top of it. And then same thing with these little guys again. Just like little texture hits. And then the horns again. And then these guys down here. So basically these are just kind of like little like Foley-ish hits to like fill out space and give like more texture to the sounds rather than just throwing like your standard like serum bass or like whatever bass. Like these are basically like being tucked kind of underneath everything to like give the track more swing, more depth, more feel characteristic. Did I render them all out? These are all like, there's like some shit that's rendered out here. There's some shit that's not rendered out. Most of it is rendered out because like we did a bunch of rounds of stems for this one. And then for the vocals down here, we got like a little build up thing. And then these down here. And then all the first drops on here and then bounce. Yeah. It's usually how it goes. And then same thing with the brass. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like, so I'm not really going to go touch on this section anymore. Like, that's like pretty much all the layers here. Like Matt did a lot of work on this drop, and the second drop was like a lot more of me. I just kind of like did some EQing and shit in this drop and like added a few other little shots here and there. But so for this one, we got these guys. And then we're changing up the pattern here with the pattern here with the brass. Just using like some tonal delay and shit, obviously, to like give them that ringing. And then this right here. And then we got these. But yeah. I think the main sound is no. It's this sound right here is kind of like giving the main flow. No, it's not this one. Where the fuck is it? I'm even getting lost in this project. Here we go. This one right here. And then this. So basically these are kind of like the main ones. And then, yeah, I mean, there's literally so many fucking layers here. And like basically like I'm just using EQs to like treat the ones that are really high end centric, so we don't have like, because obviously this track has like really bright and crispy high end, so we're like basically like I'm doing like these little notches like on generally most of the sounds to like prevent like build up from happening, because a lot of these sounds are like depending on resonance to give them their characters. So like if I'm stacking all this resonance on top of each other, it's just gonna like destroy people's ears and like make things like way like super harsh and shit. So like that's why like there's so many of these like notch EQs, which is basically just like taking out a lot of this shit. Do I say rendering and bouncing yourself is the best to do when the last of your mixing? I mean, whatever you're comfortable with. Like there's no like right or wrong answer on that. I generally tend to like keep some things in MIDI, some things in audio, but it's really what you're comfortable with. I just tweeted about this last night too. Like, do people like working with stems or MIDI? Pretty much. I personally just like having a visual aspect of a waveform. It just helps me like see what I need to do better. And like, it's just like better for me personally. But like, I used to be a MIDI person. Now I'm audio. Just because a lot of my friends like that I talk to like show me some of the benefits of working with audio. But I mean, the one downside is like once you're in audio, it's kind of hard to go back and like readjust things. But it's just like when you bounce, like you can, there's just like endless possibilities I find with bouncing. I love like warping algorithms on Ableton and like fucking with different warp modes. But yeah, so another thing we're introducing in this section is like this little like bleepy kind of ARP thing with the two random EQs. Yeah, I mean, I think you guys should get the gist of like most of these layers and what they're doing. But like when you hear the song on its own, you don't like really hear those layers. But on the actual group here, some of these plugins are disabled. Basically, I was using like a dynamic EQ on the highs, and then I had an imager that was like basically just taking out some stereo, like low mid, low end, and then this EQ is just doing like a super slight boost on the high end. Like it's super minimal. Realistically, it isn't really doing much, but yeah. And then so before I move on here, does anyone have any questions or like want me to go back on anything that I didn't maybe touch on that you wanted to see more of? The sub's pretty straightforward. It does change a bit in the second drop. Oh, what's up, Cosmos? You did miss a lot. This stream's going to be uploaded. Do I route all those synths the same group or something special with gluing synths? No, everything's just routed to this mid bass. Then all my groups that I want sidechained are basically being routed through this sidechain bus, which has a shaper box on it. And then that's being run through my master. But anything I don't want sidechained is being just directly sent. Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Anything I don't want sidechained is being directly sent through the master. What is on the master? The master, this basically is just a stereo imager that was on here, which didn't even need to be on here because I had this EQ. But basically, it's a mid-side EQ, like slightly boosting the size. I think like Charlie Zane sent me this rack or something. Then an EQ, and then a soft clipper, pretty much. But I generally tend to use G-Clip because G-Clip is dope. This Pro Q3 was just doing some like dynamic EQ on the highs. And like I always like change my like ways when I'm doing mastering. It really just depends like what the track needs. Like on my track like Power Trip and on my track Power Trip, there's literally nothing on the master, like not even a soft clipper. On a lot of the shit on my new EP that's coming out, like the master is pretty much just like a G clip and an EQ, if that. But yeah, G clip is super dope. For anyone who doesn't know what G clip looks like, it's basically this. So basically you can just soft clip it, boost the gain, or do whatever your little heart desires. But it's free. I recommend it. Has I L-ratted yet? Dude, I've been L-ratting this whole time. You know that. Also, what's up, bro? But yeah, so where did the hold up? Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of the chat here. What was the inspiration on this track? The inspiration on this track was Matt sent me the stems, and I was like, this is a fucking banger. Let's go. So that was pretty much the inspiration. Like, dude, Matt sent me the stems, and like within a day this was like the arrangement and everything was finished. Then we spent like a week on the mix down because the mix down was like I was ready to like pull my hair out on this mix down because it was so fucking like complicated and shit, and I was like trying to do a bunch of shit. I remember like there was one day when I was sitting at home and I was like literally about to pull my hair out because like this was getting so complicated. And like some of the more like technical aspects of like producing, like I still struggle to understand sometimes. Like, for example, like when to properly like apply like compression and what kind of compression, blah, blah. Like I kind of just like know my ears and like know the effects, so I just kind of like do that. But yeah. So moving along here, basically all that's really changing here, dude, I can't even remember if this is what it's supposed to sound like, because I know for a fact this is not the final the final version. I can't even remember what the original track sounds like, but either way, we're just doing like a slight variation here with the brass. Old version. Okay, so fuck this. We're not going to go really in depth here. So now we have some more stuff that'll be rendered out here, so we can kind of go a little more into the actual sound design. Okay, cool. Again, for anyone who wasn't here before, I was talking about the pre-drop vocal. It's actually a super original pre-drop vocal that nobody's ever used in any track before. Just trying to like innovate like the Sultan sound, because like nobody's ever used this sample before. But what do we got here? Okay, so let's go into the actual sound design here. So what do I need to take a look here? So this is like just another mids group. This is like this is most of the shit that I had. This is doing nothing. Those layers are talking. They are. They're saying mean things. They're hurting my feelings. The atmosphere, yeah, the brass is literally the same. So what I'm doing here is just taking some of the shots from, what's that little pitch bend on the fake drop? This? I don't know what that sound is, to be honest with you, but it's cool. I think that was one of Matt's sounds. Oh, on the brass it pitch bends? Let's see. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Like this note right here. Yeah, ask Matt. He was the one who did that. Probably like some like weird pitch bend automation. Matt, you want to tell him what that was? But I'm just gonna open all this stuff up here. This is supposed to have a Haas on it, so I'm gonna throw a Haas on it. Yeah, okay, so sorry, I'm just trying to like figure out my shit here. So basically this is like a thing that I made in another project. It's like a Murata style kind of stab. Oh, it's not even going on here, so we're not even going to go into that. So I have this Foley hit right here, which is one of the main Foley hits from the first drop. So without this giant ass rack, so I mean, this is like kind of fat, but basically this spectrum is just on here so I can key track it. EQ with a resonance boost, transient shaper, basically making the transient like pop through a little more in the mix without this. With this. So basically I like to use transient shaper on like these like pluckier kind of sounds. Like even like on my basses and shit, like I'll put the transient shaper just to like make it like to make it punch through the mix a little more. Like even if you put it like on like a bass hit, it just like makes that transient so crisp. Like the transient shaper from Kilohearts is super sick. The transient master from Native Instruments is really dope too. Basically we have a saturator here, another EQ, multiband compression preset, atmosphere, a resonator. It's just all basically a bunch of like resonators and frequency shifters, comb filters stacked on top of each other to basically give it this tone. Have a bunch of dispersers on there too. Then just an EQ at the end to like tame it a little bit. And then so we got this sound right here. the main kind of like sound from the first drop. And then we got this right here, which is one of the sounds from the first drop, which is this. Oh god. Okay. Anyways, it was one of those like weird metallic-y things. So what I did was I put this resonator on it and put the decay. So without the resonator, and then I literally like pitched this up 36 semitones on Complex Pro, and then just like put the resonator on it to give it like a little more timbre tonality. So again, without the resonator, it's just like kind of a cool sound, I guess, but the resonator is kind of just like filling it out. So like with all these 3 layers on top of each other, then we got this swing shot right here, which again didn't really do anything on, which is just from the first drop. So again, all together. Then I have this Tynan 808 right here, which is like this. And then I just have this playing on the off hit. And then, so again, I'm just going to like show you guys like all the layers like as they come together so you can hear the whole thing. Yeah, so. And then we have this again, this unbelievably innovative sample choice. And then, so this is the actual stuff that isn't bounced out. So we have this. So what's going on in this patch? It's a super, super, super basic patch. It's literally just sine wave with a ring mod filter, down sample, and a phalanger. So without the phalanger, so basically I'm just like adjusting the cutoff and the resonance to like tune it where I want it to be, and then have the down sample distortion, which is also for this one, sorry. And then this is just, yeah. And then, so what I'm doing with this macro is it's routed to the ring mod on the serum filter, and it's basically just like doing like this. So like we can do like adjusting this. Basically just like finding the automation like where I like it, and then we can like even do stuff like this. But it's all about that like feel, right? Like where you think it feels good or sits right. And I just have an OTT and a roll off on the low end here, boosting the time and the output a little bit. And then on the group, I have a Haas effect, which is just kind of widening things up, and then an EQ with a short dip in like the high mid-ish, like 2K range, we'll say. And then this is like a same variation of that patch. I'm wondering what the difference here is. This one doesn't have the phalanger, so it's just like, yeah. Yeah. Basically just adjusting the cutoff on the ring mod to where I want it to sound good. And then, yeah, so all at once, all the layers. And then for the sub bass, I think we did, I don't know if we ended up using this layer, but basically it's like, it's basically a freezed and flattened hip hop sub, with this group, with this distortion rack and EQ. I saw this on a company stream and it was like the sickest thing. It's basically just like another layer of the sub. Wid, I love you more than I love Hi, I'm Ghost. But yeah, so basically this layer is like, gotta leave. Yeah, okay, so cool. We did leave this layer in. But But yeah, so basically it's just like some distortion and EQ taking out some mud, desaturator, and a low cut. So like basically this is like also a white noise layer. So together these layers. And now we have a fat sub bass. So with this. And then, yeah. And then we obviously have our drums and shit up there. And then over on this section. Yeah, so basically same thing. Just a different variation on this patch. Except I'm using a disperser on this one to kind of like give it some more character. Basically just like, honestly, I have no idea what disperser does. I just like the sound of it and everyone uses it. I've heard it, like I could read up on it, but I'm just too lazy to do it. Like it's just a super dope plugin. But yeah, same kind of parameters here. But yeah. And then right here we have a little switch up. And so we basically I just froze and flattened this sound and then it has a frequency shifter on it. Without the frequency shifter. So I'm literally just putting the fine tune knob down like minus, probably could just do it at 500. Yeah. And then sub bass is obviously following that. And then, yeah. Gwiz Music. Thank you for the follow. Gwizzy. But yeah, so and then we got these lasers now. And then this part I know isn't going to be finished because Matt ended up finishing this part off. So that is basically it for this project. That was honestly like kind of harder than I expected it to be because I haven't opened this project in a hot minute. But now if anyone has any questions, let's hear them. I hope that all made sense too. Like I said, I haven't opened this project in a while, so it took me a minute to find my way through it, but yeah, there you guys have it. Let's see here. Can you send me over some rip tune? Okay, so to anyone who doesn't know, Hi, I'm Ghost has a bad habit of ripping my music, but not actually. It's a joke, but some people don't get the joke. But the funny thing is, I actually sent him a private SoundCloud link with download on, and he still ripped the tune, and he played it out. And he played it on a stream on the WRL, and he said he played it out. Like, was it at the drive-in show? I don't know, but he actually played the rip. The meme is not. It's not a meme anymore. This is like hurtful. I'm actually going to be getting my legal team to be coming after you and taking everything from you. I'm going to officially take over Hi, I'm Ghost. No, don't cancel the collabs. Can we just do the collabs first and then we can like part our ways? Hi, I'm Jiqui. Yeah. I think that has a nice ring to it. Hi, I'm Jiqui. I think you're onto something, Tyro. Yeah. Dude, you don't understand. My legal team, it's the pretty top of the line. Yeah, like it's my parents. Yeah. Be scared, buddy. Okay. Does anybody have any questions, or like, do you guys want to see anything else before we end things off? Should I show a new ID maybe? Actually, I'll show you guys what he ripped. I'll show you guys what he... Okay, I'll show you guys two new things. Yeah, everyone... Hi, I'm Ghost, just going to get the Audacity ready to rip the song. And it's going to be an actual rip of something he's already ripped. It's going to be like a double rip. So I actually did a Pray for Rhythm remix that never got released. I'm not like super huge on it, but it's more just something for like live shows. But I'll show you guys. I realize I can show you guys this, so it's okay. I don't want to just have my face on there. That's all I'm going to show from that one. And then... Okay, let's go for another one here that I just... I have more, everyone, if you want to hear. I hope everyone has Audacity ready. Is that what it's called? I don't fucking know. Yeah, Audacity. I hope everyone has it ready right now. Yeah, so this is something that I just finished that I'm super hyped on. It's like something super different, but you guys can tell me what you think. Okay, that's all I'm going to show of that one. But yeah, I'm super hyped on that one. Yeah. Matt, do you want me to... Do you have anything you want to show while we're here? I won't put the screen on. We can look at my face. Is that a Nelly sample? I don't know. It's from some pack. Hi, I'm Rip has donated. Oh my god. Thank you so much. That's the $1.69 that you owe me for the rips. Okay, cool. Well, maybe we'll kind of like end this off right now then. But I really want to start streaming more. Like, is there anything you guys like want to see specifically? Like, I'd be down to like do one this week. I just kind of want to get a consensus of like what everyone would maybe like to see. Fall Guys high level gameplay, or yeah, would you guys also be interested in like seeing like Fall Guys streamed, or like me and High on Ghost and Wid are gonna be playing Dark Souls soon too. I'm so bad, so that'll be fun. But I definitely want to start streaming more. So like if you guys have any ideas or suggestions, sound design streams. Yeah, I definitely am down to do a sound design stream. I think that'll probably be like the next like production related stream we'll do will be sound design. I said I was going to do it after the Bloodthirsty, but then I kind of never got around to it. But yeah. I'll think about some stuff. But yeah, also definitely we'll do some gaming too with High on Ghosts and Wid, maybe anybody else who has the game. But yeah, okay, cool. I think this was a good stream. We'll end it off right here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all. We love you all. I hope you all stay safe. Don't forget OnlyFans. Yeah, I'll be setting that up this week. But yeah, I hope you guys all have an amazing week, and I will see you guys next time. And also, if you didn't know, the full compilation is dropping on August 24th, I believe. And if you can, please donate. 50% of the proceeds from the compilation are going to a UK mental health charity called Sane. It would mean a lot to us if you donate. If you can donate what you can, or if you can even share the donation link, because like a lot of people in this industry like struggle with mental health, including myself. So this like means a lot to us, and yeah, just want to thank you guys again for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. Oh, and also one last thing before I go away. I just confirmed the date for a new EP that's going to be dropping in the fall, and that'll be my next, potentially last release of the year. So it's like something that I've been dying to share with people, so I can't wait for you guys to hear it, and it's going to be a big one. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.